Hi, my name is Emir Hodzic. I'm the human rights activist in Bosnia and Herzegovina. We've just finished our second plenum in Sarajevo after the protests that started from Tuzla and spread throughout Bosnia and Herzegovina, especially in Federation. I'm extremely proud that after 20 years of corruption and an oligarchy, that people have finally got together and demand justice, social justice. So these protests that you've seen in Bosnia and Herzegovina is a socio-economic revolt, and this is the first time that the citizens gathered together to articulate their demands. And we have seen resignations, but we're going to apply even more pressure. One of the demands is that everybody, and that made me extremely happy, applauded and greeted, was that reduce of pay for the politicians in power, because they have been stealing from us for 20 years. Bosnia basically has been a corrupt cesspool of politicians that became oligarchs in this country. So we are seeing now a positive move forward where citizens use direct action, direct democracy, and so we're having theory and practice. We have street, and then we have plenum. So we are now getting organized and looking with other cities around Bosnia and Herzegovina, and we are demanding directly, without the political elite, we demand directly that our demands get heard.
Yeah, Emir, can you mention maybe some other demands that were?
One of the demands that I already mentioned is a reduction of pay and the perks that politicians have. Also, we want a revision into the dodgy privatizations. We want an inquiry into dodgy privatizations that have been going on in Bosnia for the long time, and many firms that have been profitable have now gone bankrupt and then been sold for peanuts, and only those that political elite has made money out of that. So we want that to be sort of revisited, and everybody involved in corrupt privatizations be punished accordingly. Another demand is that all the demonstrators, we hear reports now they're going to be charged with terrorism, because we have seen burning, we have seen violence, police brutality, but now those demonstrators have been arrested. They're pressing terrorism charges against them, which is obviously a police state apparatus or tool of scaring people into from not joining the protests and the movement. However, they will not succeed. We have applied pressure, and it's one of our demands. We want those people liberated. Second or third demand is the resignation of people in cantonal sort of councils. And the fourth demand was the forming of expert government that will not include people from the ruling political parties until the elections. That's very important as well. And so this is the first time that people have articulated clearly in 4 points their demands. Now we're going to see the politicians, how they react. But this is the people power. This is we're going back to Athens now in terms of democracy, yeah. And the citizens themselves, without the middleman, demand justice.
And Emir, maybe the last question. I think one of the obstacles is how you reach the masses, the people, because it seems that the mass media here is not really helping.
Of course, the mass media is in the hands of the political parties. Obviously, the corruption is rampant in Bosnia and Herzegovina, as is in many countries around Europe. So the mass media is in the hands of private business, and that private business also is in the hands of the political parties, ruling political parties, or the ruling political elite. So the spin against the demonstrators has been huge and very, very negative. However, I think with these kind of plenums, where 1,000 people come, and with Facebook and other social networking sort of apparatuses, we will get to the people. So this is only the beginning.
Yeah, so what's next?
The next is, well, we have to give a time limit on those demands, and then we're going to continue the protests. So nobody really at this point knows what next. The state apparatus defending their private interests obviously is going to crack down on us. So firstly, we want those terrorism charges to go away. We want headhunting of the activists to stop. But I don't think that is going to happen. However, What's going to happen next is $1 million question, but this is a positive thing that has happened until now. What has happened is extremely positive. Citizens are spontaneously getting organized. That's huge, and we're going to continue with that. So what has happened up to now is extremely positive. And we need to think about that. So the next step is it will come from the people.
Yeah, and
people
it's pretty much for 10 days of protest.
Okay, exactly. In 10 days, you have seen the changes that we've done here in 10 days, which shows that people power works. And with people united, you apply pressure, and they have to reply. Yeah. So we don't know. It's tricky. Bosnian political situation is extremely tricky and complicated, but we are positive that we are on sort of onto something here, and the structure and the way we organize, the way we link is working, and we're just going to continue on that. We're just going to continue and build the movement, and then hopefully we'll get rid of all the sort of corrupt oligarchs that we have.
Thank you, Amir.